Let's just forget the left versus right stuff for a minute. How do you solve homelessness? Well, we know how. You build homes and you wrap services around them. Mental health care, addiction treatment, job training, caseworkers. It costs less than cops, ER visits, or prison. And that model has been proven repeatedly. Finland did it in 2008, reduced homelessness by 65%. And so what is the United States doing? Militarized sweeps, bulldozing tents. Each time they sweep, it costs millions of dollars. And then the encampments come back in a few weeks. That doesn't solve homelessness. And how do you reduce street crime? Well, we know how. You build housing, you invest in jobs and mentors and healthcare, and that model's been proven repeatedly as well. Glasgow, Scotland, for example, used to be called the murder capital of Europe in 2004. They invested in housing, jobs, mentors, healthcare, launched a violence reduction unit that treated violent crime as a healthcare issue. Murder rates dropped by 60%. Baltimore just saw a huge drop in crime linked to community-led interventions. So what's the United States doing? More incarceration for private profits. This is the most expensive, least effective system of any wealthy nation. Total waste of money. So what about the biggest crimes? How do you reduce them? Corporate crimes. Well, you do that with regulations, which is another word for law and order. Without regulations, Blackstone gets to buy 275,000 homes and then rent them back to people as basically subscription housing, driving the prices up, reducing services, adding no value whatsoever. This is a practice called rent seeking. It means when you block people from the things that they need just to extract their income without adding any value. It's basically extortion, the kind that only the super wealthy can engage in after their money pile got so tall it corrupted their soul and they forgot the point of being a person. We don't need corporations buying housing for rent seeking when we have a housing crisis, which we don't need to have because we have more empty houses than we have houseless people. And we have tens of millions of acres of underused land. I'm not talking about parks or wildlife areas. And that doesn't even include millions more acres in strip mall sprawl, all of which could be used for people. We could be building housing, commercial, retail, third spaces like public parks, playgrounds, rec centers, theaters, places of worship, lowering housing costs, increasing quality of life. That would be a really good use of those corporate profits that are currently getting extracted from society to build the towering wealth of the Epstein class. But we don't have any of that because they refuse to pay their taxes, which is another corporate crime that you get to commit when you dominate an entire industry so nobody can function without your company, eliminating all competition, turning you not into a capitalist, but really a feudal lord, wherein all of humankind is born into your perpetual servitude, never working quite hard enough to feel safe and secure, kind of where you